7 at WIOD. Welcome to our Monday morning party, whichever fits. And a delicious salad that somebody left here. I wonder where this is from. Anyway, here's a lady in Tamarack. Hello.
Oh, hi, Neil.
Uh-huh.
I'm home because I have the flu today, and normally I listen to you on the way home at lunchtime.
Boy, everybody's got it today, huh?
Yes. And you're just great.
I am.
I'm from Ludlow Porch Country.
Atlanta.
Yes.
Well, I'll be danged.
But when I got down here, I found your station.
You found a real radio station.
Yes. They're kinder and gentler up there.
They're kind of like a bunch of backwoods yahoos up there, aren't they?
But I love it, and I love Rick and Suds.
Well, that's great.
And listen, the football thing last weekend was great. It was great.
Oh,
it was
the
great.
best, that draft.
But Neil, will you please play that Jeopardy thing about those chickens?
Oh, the chicken Jeopardy.
Yes, that is so great.
Is it great?
Yes, and stay great here. Bye-bye.
Well, everything's great. Okay.
Bye-bye.
And you're great, too. See ya. She's great. That's great. That is great. I just passed a gallstone. Oh, that's great. Oh, boy. I just popped a hemorrhoid. That's great. Hey, one thing, she's a happy lady, okay? Okay, that gave me time to get it in the machine.
And now, back to Chicken Jeopardy and your host, Alex Trebek.
We move on now to Double Jeopardy. Henny, you had the low score at the end of the last round. Choose a category, please. Extraterrestrials for 200. It makes strange noises in the chicken coop late at night. Yes, boneless. Frank Perdue, no. Cajun, no. What is a poultrygeist? A poultrygeist. Henny, you still have control of the board. To beak or not to beak for 600. He was the star of The Omen. Boneless. Correct. Gregory Peck. We'll return with final Chicken Jeopardy, where our category will be Choking the Pecker, right after this.
Okay, it's 11:09. See, I love the way he says poultrygeist and the whole ambiance of that series of bits that they did, because that's the dumbest show I have ever seen in my life. And all these suits sit around, oh, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, poultrygeist. You know, it's for pseudo-intellectuals who have who have a very low opinion of themselves, and justifiably so. Anyway, where the hell is that information from Pompano Park, damn it? We got a whole bunch of people out there who hate me like poison, who are listening right now, wondering when they're going to get the info on how many people shared in the pot from Christmas list winnings and how much they're each going to get. And as I left there on Saturday night, as they were all clawing and grabbing at my body parts, and I said, I'll have it on the air for you Monday. Where is it? Let's go. Let's get with it. There's probably nobody over there. They're all gone out to lunch. Here's a lady mobile in Fort Lauderdale.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
Hi, I'm a first-time caller.
Great.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know I quit listening to your show about a year ago when you started ragging on Joan Lovett all day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I couldn't understand it, and I can't understand it even more when you have somebody wonderful to rag on, like Diana Morgan on Channel 6. I think she's awful.
She is awful.
So why don't you
But
rag
Joan
on
Lovett
her
Joan Lovett needs a face job.
No, that's not true.
She needs new face.
Well, at least she's got good news, and she doesn't...
She has good nose?
No, news.
No, that's
news.
Elaine Ettor with a good nose.
No, news. But at least she's a hell of a lot better than Diana Morgan.
Well, whatever you say. That's like saying she looks better than Anne. You know, I mean, so does my grandma, and she's been dead 20 years.
Wow. So what else is going on? I agree with you about Get a Life. I think that's a terrible show.
Horrible show.
And my fiance loves it, and I think he's a douchebag for loving that
he
show.
must have an IQ about as big as his jock size.
I'll tell him you said that. Actually, he's listening right now, so he'll
Great.
know.
Well, he knows. He can relate to it.
Yeah. All right. Just
Probably too many showers with bandage. Well, listen, have a great day, and butch up.
Okay,
See
bye.
ya. It's 11 after 11 at WIOD, and we have two. Oh, by the way, speaking of Channel 7 News, the big news, I don't know how we could have left this out so long. Rick Sanchez has been promoted. Isn't that incredible? Well, if he hits another couple of guys, then they're going to make him the owner. They're going to give him the station. Seriously, he's been promoted from his 5:30 and 6:30 anchor post opposite Joan I Love It. See how this all fits in on his show? To the main 5 and 6 p.m. newscasts right alongside veteran Sally Fitz. Ooh, boy. And if Sally Fitz does Don know, and is Dave game. But we'll find out. Boy, it's like revolving chairs on those newscasts. You know, the same bunch of silly people over and over again, and nobody gives a crap anyway. There are 2 open lines, I'll say it again, in Broward on a very, very ponderous Monday, 524 WIOD. We're still waiting for the word from Pompano, just in case you hadn't heard in the last 2 minutes or so that we don't know yet. We're still waiting for the article by Tom Jicka and Juan Carlos Kotex about those ratings. We're still waiting for our sales department to wake up. But let's do a little... Should we do a break just to see if they were paying any attention?
We're here at
Kind of sounds like it's Chicken Monday, doesn't it? 11:15 to WIOD. Speaking of that, Alan J. Finkelson, a legend in the harness racing business, is on the phone. Yes, sir?
I have the count for you.
Well, thank God. These people are out there peeing in their depend undergarments.
We have to rest up, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Well, here we are.
So does my wallet.
Yeah, I know.
I put it in the freezer.
If you lost, it's not because of me.
It is because of you.
Hey, I'm hiding from you.
Robert Klenner is still...
he was there Saturday night.
Good.
He's hiding from you.
Great.
And I'm hiding from somebody.
Okay, let's get those numbers. These people
418 people.
Well, that's not bad.
Comes out to $54.40. The checks will be mailed out in a week to 10 days. They don't have to call here. We do have their addresses. It will be mailed out. It was an excellent promotion, thanks to you. And
yes, sir, it sure was.
Mr. Laviano, who owned the horse. And you did predict, if he did win, your prediction would have been right on the nose of 25,000.
Right.
But he's tired. He raced about...
No, he's not tired. Tommy Houghton parked him a quarter in 27.3. Don't tell me he's tired. He's tired now after that race, you bet.
Well, he's tired, and so are you and I. Now, rest your pocketbook up for May 24th. I know you love quarter horses, and you'll eat in the cafeteria with me.
Exactly. I love them just as much as you do. That's correct.
Right.
Right.
Love you for everything.
Okay, Alan.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. 418 winners, $54.40. Now, that may not sound like much, but at the Meadowlands, they got about $27 a piece, and they started that promotion with Symbols Yankatron, as in yank this, and we did okay. It was a great promotion. It was a lot of fun, excitement. We had a lot of people out there, 418 diehards who came every time Christmas List raced, and they're rewarded with $54.40, which ought to pay for their parking. It was great. Next year we'll do it right. Next year we'll get a horse that makes about $10 million, and I get half. It's 11:17 at WIOD. The Palm Beach line is open. We reopened it, by the way. There was somebody on there, and they dropped off. Thank God. Boy, they're probably out there writing swastikas on walls right now. Hollywood.
Hey, hello?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Neil? I'm a first-time caller.
Great.
I got a support for your idea saying that the United States is becoming a police state.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of weeks ago, me and my girlfriend are at the beach.
Yeah.
And, we're just sitting there, we're eating. We got some takeout from McDonald's. And this pig comes up, he says, may I see your identification?
For what?
I don't know. I asked him the same question. He says, well, I don't have to tell you, I don't have to tell you what he said.
Yeah.
But, he called me a putz in front of my girlfriend.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. He's like...
He said, I don't have to tell you...
Yeah. I can't say that. I'm a taxpayer.
Unbelievable. Why didn't you say, what the hell do you want, you fascist Nazi pig?
I want to, but,
I know.
He's like, he searched the car, he searched her purse.
Yeah, probably strip searched your girlfriend, too.
Yeah, and they wonder why they get shot,
Exactly.
They
wonder why the public is sick and tired of being harassed by this fascist police state that we have out there, and then we're supposed to say the police officer is your friend. Right.
Right. You know what I mean? It's such bull malarkey, They have the public fooled into believing.
And we're paying their goddamn salary, and they're out there waiting in the bushes and coming around and harassing people so they can act out their macho or whatever their fantasies.
And I told him that. I says, well, I pay your taxes. And he says, I don't care. The city pays my taxes.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, who pays the city?
Mm-hmm. I tell them to stick right where the don't shine. You know what?
Exactly.
Okay, good luck to you, pal.
Okay. Also, I want to call someone a major douchebag.
Yeah.
Nick Navarro, you're a major douchebag.
A major douchebag.
Absolutely. You're a great American, Neil.
See ya.
Bye.
20 after 11 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 524 WIOD. And one in Palm Beach. You don't think Joey's going to show up, do you? I sure hope not. Oh, God, of all days. It's kind of a smarmy day to begin with. Kind of a sleazy day. Yeah, exactly. Here's a lady in Miami who says, nothing? Who's gone? She's gone? The lady in Miami on 3 is gone? Hello? Hello? What a bitch. Do you believe that? Was she on there a long time? She was on there a long time? Was she under the age of 100? Or was she some old bag? George, was she an old bag? No? Well, we're very sorry, okay? I know you have a very busy life. Probably got another customer at the door right now, huh? 20 after 11 at WIOD. Here's a lady in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Who did not hang up on us. Thank goodness for you.
No, and I'm definitely under 100.
Good.
And I want to wish someone who is also under 100 a happy birthday and say, Michael Cohn, you're not a douchebag.
Okay.
Okay?
That was sweet.
That was sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I hope he's listening.
Okay, me too.
Okay.
See ya.
Thanks, bye.
Now, that was short and sweet and right to the point. No beating around the bush, no phony preliminary. She just got right out there and did it. Okay? No radio foreplay with her. We have an open line in Dade. I'm just going to keep punching these numbers all day because it's Monday. We're doing fair for Monday, not too bad. But Mondays are usually just a hernia-inducing day. Awful. And there's one in Broward at 524-9463. Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
This is Chris. I just got back from Vegas.
Hey, Chris, how was it?
Good. I took your advice. I went to Power Station.
And?
Plunged my brains out.
And?
Lost.
Really?
When are you going to do a remote from Vegas?
Don't hold your breath. I don't even know when we're doing our Cubs remote. These people, they are so non-communicado, this outfit. I saw Mike DiCello, our friend from Midway Airlines, driving up the street one day last week. He was leaving here, and I was leaving. He honked the horn and waved, and he gave me that "you're number one" symbol, you know.
Yeah, the middle finger?
Right. But other than that, I have no idea when we're going to Chicago or if we're going... Nothing. They just sit back, and that's it. Try to get away with spending as little as possible, and that's the way it goes.
Yeah, well, it was nice talking to you. I just wanted to call my girlfriend a douchebag.
Okay, Chris.
Stephanie, you're a douchebag.
Good luck to you.
Okay.
I don't know when we're going. People calling all the time. When are you going to Chicago? I don't know. They tell me nothing. I hear nothing. They tell me nothing. They offer no information. They're too busy with these 85 billion of these silly jock-sniffing remotes that they do between the draft and all this other silly crap that they lose money on, by the way. I know. Oh, we made a lot of money. Yeah, right. I'd like to see how much money we make on the sports department, okay? I'd love to see it. I want to see it in black and white, okay, Joe? Right now. Now! I want to see it right on the table. Slime ball. Let's take a call from a lady in Miami. Hello? Gone again? How is that possible? She just called, right? She just called. Yes. Hello? Yes. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Mm-hmm. Hello? Hello? There's some bitch on the phone here and she won't speak. Hello?
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 Put the bitch on hold, okay? 2 open lines in Broward, 524 WIOD. Here's a mobile pig report on 7. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, we got a pig report?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 10 of them on 57th Avenue in the Palmetto.
Wow.
10, 5 on each side. Unbelievable. We
Yeah.
should be in a general pig emergency here in Miami.
Are they earning their pay today or what?
They got to. They got 10 of them out there. They probably have the helicopters out there every day.
Unreal.
Unreal. I'd just like to call a friend of mine a douchebag. Dale Kate is a douchebag.
Okay.
All right? Thank
See
you,
ya.
Neil.
Wow. 24. Oh, y'all done, Jay? Great job. Got it done fast today, huh? Probably got to go spend that money at the dog track. Matinee is tomorrow. 2 open lines in Broward still. We're just dying over here. 524-9463. 524 WIOD. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Sally, what are you doing? Oh, there it goes. Hold on, Sally. She's getting ready for Rick. Open line in the Broward, 524 WIOD. Miami on the Palm Beach line.
Neil, how's it going?
Okay.
You sound pretty good.
What?
You sound good.
Who does?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? How about that bitch? What line was she on?
She's still on there. She's on 1.
Well, God damn it, tell her to listen up.
Yeah, and she's taking up that day line that makes you have to call on the Palm Beach line. How do you like that?
Well, I'm at work anyway, so I figured,
Exactly. What do you
I
care?
can long-distance call here, I saw you at the track at Pompano there Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas list puking down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt.
Well, what can I tell you?
I had him boxed in the triple, though, and with another 3 other ones, so if that matters. It was pretty weak payoff.
You had him boxed with 3 others?
Yeah.
Well, that cost you $24.
I know. It was a weak payoff, too.
How much did it pay?
Paid 112. I got half of it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, it was, but, there were only 6 horses. I felt like pretty weak.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
When there's only 6 horses, how much is it going to pay?
Not that
the
much.
fewer the horses, the smaller it's going to pay.
Yeah, but I mean, it was my fault.
You want to see a small payoff? The race that Mr. Stein cashed with Talbot Bandit with Walter Ross, and Mike Dieters came second with a 4-horse. There was a 13-1 and a 20-1 shot, and the Perfecta paid only $214, and the Triple paid about $1,000. It should have paid $6,000. Talk about a smelly payoff in that race.
That's crap.
Yeah.
God damn it! Give me the phone number, Neil.
Exactly. Hey, they're all gone. They all left town. You can't get Walter Ross now. Too late.
Oh man, douchebag.
You got your money.
Hey, and the Chicago. You like Midway, Neil?
It beats the hell out of O'Hare.
I like Midway. I fly Midway all the time. They're great.
This must be Mike DiCello.
It is. Hi, Neil. How you doing? Tell that bitch in the Miami line to get off the line.
Is this Mike?
Yes.
No, it's not.
It's not. This is just. Hey, can I listen for a while?
You don't have a nasal enough voice to be Mike DiCello.
This is Mike DiCello, Neil.
Now, hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mike. 27 after 11 at WIOD. Is she still tying up that line? On 1? That bitch in heat on 1? Hello? Hello? See, if you can get her to say it every now and then, it kind of helps. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, let's go to a break, okay? Boy, we're getting way behind here. Not really. 28 after 11 on 610 WIOD, your hysterical station for the 90s. We got Rick and Suds and Buffalo Bob. And some howdy doody between 2 and 6 this afternoon. Sports Talk with Jolt and Joe, Mr. Expense. Mr. We're dying over here from all the expense that sports department builds up over here. I'm telling you. All those basketball games from Diamond Head and all those other frivolous trips around the world. We can't even make one trip to Vegas, okay, for 1 week on this high-rated, high-paid show where we bring in all this revenue. And the sports department continues draining and draining. It's like a massive high colonic. 28 after 11 at WIOD, and we'll be right back. Okay, it's 11:32. There is nothing worse than a guy who comes in after his team wins a couple of games by a big score and has been hot for a week, which is about all it's been, and start trying to rub your nose in it. Chuck Meyer comes in here swinging an imaginary baseball bat with a big smile on his face. I got news for you. We got Elaine Ettor's nose in my house, and I'm going to rub her nose in it all day long. And it ain't going to be what you think it is either. Something my big dog left in the backyard is kind of a surprise gift for Elaine. South Miami.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you. It's not a request, but
yeah.
I just want. No, it's not a request. I swear it's not a request.
You're whining.
I want to make a suggestion for the return. I've been listening to you for about 2 years. A suggestion for a return of an old favorite.
Mm-hmm. Dwayne Stomp.
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, that's good.
I'll give you a clue of what it used to be. It used to be an old feature of your show, but I would call up and I would go WRMF.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the old lightning round?
Forget it.
What happened?
Forget it.
Why?
Audience killed it.
Yeah, but it's time to, it's been dead for a while, and I've kind of been hearing some grumbling about maybe you should...
You've been hearing some rumbling?
Some grumbling.
I think it's probably bad grits.
I think it was definitely...
11:33 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 524, and 2 in Dade. We're just fumbling our way along, just trying to kill another Monday, boy, and I think some of the audience here, they're butchering it. 751 WIOD in Dade. Nobody gives a crap about anything anymore. You know that? They don't care. Indifferent, oblivious. I think everybody should be on the phone to Tom Jick at the Sun Sentinel asking where the hell is the story about the ratings, and especially Rick and Suds and how great they did and kicked ass in the afternoon in spite of all of his crap. I think everybody ought to start standing up for yourselves and stop being a bunch of wimps, okay? That's the problem in this world. We got a bunch of followers and a bunch of wimps running around with hair growing out of their cheek with a hole cut out in their ass. That's what's wrong with the world. Carroll City.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Okay.
Listen, how about them Pirates, man?
Mm-hmm.
They're kicking some butt.
Yeah.
Bonds, Bonnie, and Van Slyke, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're tearing it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, now the Cubs will start coming to do.
No, we won't. Forget about it. Why do you have to go through this whole agonizing routine? Isn't it enough that I said the Cubs suck? I admit it. But that isn't enough for you. How about those Pirates? Screw the Pirates. How do you like that, sir? Screw them.
What they do on their own time has nothing to do with
In addition to which, let me say this to you, too. After all these high-paid prima donnas on the Pirates aren't back next year, they better do it this year. What are they going to do next year? Play in the 3I League? Forget it. This is their only chance. It's their last gasp.
No, but I mean, the Cubs, their main guys haven't come through yet.
The Cubs suck, okay? We bite the big one. We stink. I'm tired of excuses. We play like crap. They make me nauseous.
True. But
I still love them.
Right.
But they suck.
How about them Yankees?
What the hell are you eating in there now, George? Sucking out of a thing. What is that?
Soup.
Soup from where?
From home.
Oh, from home. Didn't bring me any soup.
Neil.
Piece of mung. Yes, sir.
How about them Yankees?
What kind of soup is it?
Ramen.
What is it?
Ramen.
Ramen?
You know the noodles?
Talking about soup, not religion. What is it now? The Yankees stink too. Sir, do you have anything to say except how about them Pirates? How about them Cubs? How about them Yankees? Why don't you say something constructive like, how about those Tigers?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I think they should burn Schembeckler and Sparky Anderson.
Good thinking. Have a great life. It's 11:36 at WIOD. We have two open lines. They're both in Broward and Dade, whatever the hell they are. 751 WIOD. Laura's running around frantically looking for that copy, which is non-existent. Oh, have you got a cute story about that, too, from our crack sales department? I guess we can't call it that anymore since one of our salespeople departed. We used to call it the crack sales department. Anyway, let's take a call from Pompano. Hello.
Hey, man, you're great, man. I was just driving home from school and switching around the channel.
Come on, don't tell me you just discovered the show by accident. Yeah. All I got to say to you, sir, is... Okay. This isn't the sports final on Channel 4, okay? We have a delay. Kid sounded like he's going nuts in that car, huh? Was he in a car? He had one hand on the wheel. I think he was sitting on the other one. He's all right. 23 till noon at WIOD. Here's a mobile in Miami, speaking of in the car.
Neil!
Yeah.
How the hell are you?
I'm doing okay.
Boy, he got a little carried away there.
Yeah, we had to give him the old heave-ho.
I was waiting for the old beefaroonie to come on.
The Dow is up 15.5 points. Aren't you impressed?
I can't wait.
To you.
Thank you very much. Let me give you one back.
Back on you.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah?
I think the Tigers are going to slip on by everybody this year.
They're slipping it all right. They're slipping it to their fans. Real quietly.
Well, you can tell it's Monday here. It's
oh, man, these people are just... They're, but I will say this. Usually I get pissed off about this because Monday I come in, I feel fine, I'm ready to do a show, and the whole world is like in a coma. I'm in a coma, too, today, so it fits in great. That's why we're having a good time.
So there's no problems here,
If the foo fits, wear it.
And real quick, the people at Barry's Bikes, this is Tony. Hey, do me a favor. I need for him to check the back right brake because it squeaks a little.
Okay.
All right.
Check this.
Later, Neil.
22 till noon at WIOD. We have an open line on the Star Line. Now, listen, for that punk kid that called in before, in the rare likelihood, and it's not too likely that that was a legitimate call, you can say anything you want, but you can't say this show is great. Okay? You could say the show sucks. You can get away with that. But if you're going to say the show is great, you got a real problem. I don't have a problem. But the FCC, all those bureaucratic old farts up there in Washington who sit around with their finger up their butt, they have a big problem, okay? Because they have nothing more important to do than be the word police in this damn fascist state that we live in. With a bunch of pigs in uniforms in heat out there writing tickets like it's going out of style because we're paying them to protect us from the murderers and the rapists and the arsonists and the drug peddlers and so on. They can't do that, but they can sure write those tickets, can't they? I almost said they can write those goddamn tickets. Here's a nice lady in Plantation.
Hello, Neil.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
Okay, yes, a lady in Plantation with a cold.
Oh, everybody's got it.
But other than the cold, I am really steamed at WIOD.
What did we do now?
Oh, Sports Intensive, WIOD, the whole gang of us waits this Sunday afternoon for the White Sox and the Yankee game. What does WIOD put on? That crappy Randy Martin.
Oh, are you serious?
Damn afternoon.
Are you serial?
Yes.
She was on yesterday?
Yes. And I listen to WIOD until 11 o'clock every single day.
Oh, no. Not Randy Martin again.
I'm sorry, I'm a lady, but I was really pissed off yesterday.
Yeah.
I listened to Jeff DeForest in the morning.
Can't see DeForest for the trees, right?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you didn't hear Dave in the Graveyard on Saturday morning, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, man, there's nothing worse than a guy who is not funny trying to be a comedian. He was playing every card in the room, trying to be funny. I was so embarrassed for him that I was just grabbing myself. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, I was grabbing myself yesterday afternoon, and
Were
I
you?
had WIOD's management here.
Oh, yeah, you'd have
we
grabbed
have a
them.
whole gang who listen to this, and even from my 11-year-old granddaughter right on up, all different ages.
Right.
They put that damn Randy Martin on yesterday afternoon. I could have taken my radios and flung them against the wall.
I don't blame you.
I was really PO'd.
Well, let's have a big billboard campaign. Never again can be our slogan.
Yeah, but I mean, they're talking about sports intensive, and who do they put on? Randy.
Exactly.
I couldn't believe it. I mean,
It was pretty bad.
You want people to say what they think, and that's
You know, it's funny
exactly
that we're over here blowing Elaine into her nose, and it's not even attached to her face anymore. It's incredible. You ought to see it's like something that one of those sleight of hand guys would do.
Well, I hope when she puts the nose back on, she doesn't put it on upside down or she'll drown out in the showers.
Like Senior Wences.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a great day. We'll try not to do it again.
Okay, Neil. Great listening to you.
See you. Boy, how did she really feel about Randy, though? That's the question. It's 11:41 at WIOD. Anybody else hear a Week magazine this Saturday morning with Dave in the Graveline? Oh, man. There is nothing more embarrassing and more humiliating than... Why couldn't he just do it, straight-faced, deadpan, just, be a voice, which is all he is, and stop trying to be a personality and a comedian? Oh, God, I was so embarrassed for this often embarrassed radio station. I was plotzing in the car. I was on the way to the market. I just was puking all over the steering wheel. I just couldn't get a grip on it. We have an open line in Broward, 524-WIOD. The audience is, I'd say, about semi-comatose now. They're coming out of it. Here's a mobile in Miami.
I got a pig report for you.
Another one?
Another one.
Man.
I got it on Palmetto in between 57th Avenue and 67th Avenue.
They're in heat.
Yep, I guess so.
Boy, was my prediction right today, sir?
Yep.
It's the 29th of the month. They got a gigantic quota to fill, and they're just out there harassing the public like there's no tomorrow.
They have nothing better to do.
Yes, sir.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Great American. It's 11:42 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade. We're pretty ticked off about this harassment. It's got nothing to do with law enforcement. It's called harassment. Harass. That's what it is. They're harassing the public, and we're tired of it. We've had it. Bunch of disgusting porkers. Yeah. And you wonder why the public just cringes every time they see somebody in uniform. Used to be, oh, the policeman is your friend, is your buddy. If you're in trouble, call a cop. Now you see a cop coming, man, you floor it. Anything to get away from him. Now, is that a different lady now, or is that the same one? On one? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Neil?
Yeah.
Hi. I just wanted to say I'm in Coral Gables now, and I was driving through Coconut Grove.
Yeah.
And all on South Bay Shore, watch out, the worst of the worst, Coral Gables policemen. South Bay Shore, right by Monty's. So be careful.
Well, I'm telling you, I think that if anybody wants to rob a bank today, it's a hell of a good day to do it. Every cop in Dade and Broward is out there writing tickets today.
It seems like they love red Corvettes, and black Mustangs.
Wow.
That's who I saw camped out on the side of the road with the cars.
Incredible. Well, they probably thought it was me in the vet.
Mm-hmm.
They want my ass bad, believe me.
Probably.
Right on Flamingo, I'm telling you, when I left my house today, right on Flamingo Road, they've got a van in the median there, and behind the van they got two pigs on motorcycles with their radar guns up over the hood, like Clint Eastwood waiting for the ambush.
I believe it. I believe it. Got to fill that quota.
Yeah.
I just want to call my boss, Michelle, douchebag.
Okay, and as you drive by him again, let them know they're number one.
Oh, okay. Will
Thanks.
do.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
11:43 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 751-PIG. Boy, little did I know when I predicted that at the beginning of the show today, because I saw them everywhere myself. But little did I realize that they would be out in such massive force. They're putting their feet down today, man. You can hear the boots stomping all over town. Everybody drive at least, see, if you're driving under the speed limit, if you're over the age of 100 and you have no reflexes and shouldn't be on the road at all, that doesn't count because they don't get any brownie points for that. So they don't give a crap. You can do whatever the hell you want. But if you should be driving 7, 8 miles an hour over the speed limit, God help you, okay? They're going to take away your driver's license, your car, slap your ass in jail, take away your green card, and your Arbitron diary. How do you like that? It's 11:44 at WIOD, your up station for the 90s, and we'll be right back. Because they always... It still says blank for Rick and Suds on the blackboard here, so it could be Joey, because it says blank. Sunrise, hello.
Yes, Neil. Long-time caller, first-time listener.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry, the jokes aren't that great.
Weak.
But you got to realize the people I live around in Sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
But
we don't want those young people up here.
That's so true.
Did you see that story that I just threw in the wastebasket that I mentioned earlier? You didn't see it, did you?
Nah. One thing I wanted to go over with you.
And you obviously don't care because you just...
That's why I didn't...
No, that's okay.
I didn't
that's
hear
okay. Don't worry about it. I threw it away.
Like you, I'm also a Mets hater.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from St. Louis, and we've always had a great rival with the Cubs. But it's, you know,
Sunrise Seniors oppose Teen Entertainment Center. Teenagers and elderly people sometimes don't get along, says Sandy Blech, Director of Senior Services and Project Coordinator for the Jewish Federation. Traditionally, arcades bring in the types of people we don't want in this area. How do you like that?
It's amazing. You try to get them
off the street. You know, when you chase teenagers, they don't move. Blech said this means they'll go across the street. We don't want to have those types chased onto our property. In other words, they're living and they're under the age of 100. Screw them. How do you like that in Sunrise?
I think we need to get them off the street, so why not have an arcade?
Let's get all the old farts all off the street. How's that?
Well, let's find a geriatric arcade.
Metamucil cafeteria where they have the Polident and the Metamucil on the table already and about 5 million pounds of sweet and low for them to shove in their bag.
You imagine how rich you'd be if you had the distributorship in South Florida for that stuff?
Exactly.
But do you ever think how appropriate it is to have the Mets playing in Shea Stadium in a town that's called Flushing?
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
You know what drives me crazy when people call you and they have call.
You remind me of Eric Lambert. You know, you can just see you dying right before your very eyes. If we could only have TV, we could watch you just dying over there.
That's right. I'm pacing. But, you know, people call you and they have call waiting and they go ahead and put you on hold. I'm surprised you don't dump more of those people or nobody's ever informed.
Well, no, you see, it's always tantalizing because you figure if they put you on hold, it must be something incredibly important.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to see, like, was it the, the Canadian lottery calling that they just want $15 million? Because if it is, then they might give you, a couple of bucks.
That's a good point. But
so when you get your own show, think about that.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
But what most people don't realize, if you pick up the phone, you want to call and be on the air, and you don't want to be disturbed, if you dial the *70.
Yeah, that's no fun. We don't want them to do that. We like it to be spontaneous. We don't like to have all that contrived crap like they do on some shows.
Well, you mean like
no, I don't
the amateurs on the weekend?
No, like the amateurs on every day on some stations.
Well, the amateurs that you've been talking about.
Don't mention Randy Martin's name again, please.
Okay.
Did you hear Graveline Saturday?
Just for a little bit.
You're the only one in the audience who will admit it. Oh, man, it was just gruesome. I mean, just desperately try to be a comedian. He's got a sense of humor like a mortician. I mean, the man is just not funny, okay?
Well,
and if he would just sit here and read the info and play his little Dead or Alive and just, play it straight if he is capable of doing that, and it would be just fine.
Well, if you're going to do that with him, you could almost save the money and just have, raffle it off and have your loyal listeners come in and do the work on Saturday.
See ya. You can always tell when they're sniffing around to be in. Remember when that used to go on? Oh, God. All those people auditioning to be the sidekick after the bird that flew away? Unbelievable. And every one was a bigger disaster than the next. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 524-WIOD, 524-9463. You know, it's interesting. On Tuesdays, Rick and Spud are now soliciting new callers, which is great because we do like, you know, break people in, get them in the habit of calling who are different and new. I'd like to solicit old callers. You know, a lot of people we haven't heard from in a long time. I don't mean Pete the board op. Pete, you're a great guy, but get a life, okay? Terminal. Remember that call Friday? Well, when are you going to go back to topics? Can we have some time? I got a topic for you. Chronic board ops who have no life. But like Robert. Remember Robert from U of M? And Alex Jr.? And, I don't know. There's just a whole bunch of people. Rick, of course, we'll never hear from him again. And then there was Joey Jr. threatening to come in here one day. Joey Jr. and Sr. We ought to take up an office pool and see which Joey shows up first. You notice, by the way, that Joey Sr. has not shown up and will not be here today? I don't think. He won't show up. He don't have the balls to show up here. Miami, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Sounds like a pretty decent Monday for Monday.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad so far.
You know, if all those pigs weren't out there, it probably would be better for a lot of people.
Well, that's why we're getting a lot of calls today, because everybody is scared spitless, so they're all put the cars in the garage and they're inside. They don't dare to go anywhere today, I'm telling you.
I'm sitting here remodeling my house. You know, I lost my job. I used to be in advertising, so I know what you mean about the sales department. You know, and here I'm sitting there thinking about the pigs out there and
salespeople are
what their job is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if they need money, what do? They go out and they stake out behind a van. Is that about right?
Yes, sir. You should have seen that scene on Flamingo Road this morning. One of the most embarrassed. That's the second time I've seen them pull that crap, and they're like hunched over this I don't know, a Jeep or something that's next to the van, and they got their radar guns stuck up the street and their fingers stuck up their butt, and it just it's pathetic.
Yeah, it is. You know,
in fact, it was really embarrassing this morning. They had their fingers stuck up each other's butt, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah, you don't know. That's why they're hiding behind that van.
Right. Now you're talking.
That's one of my favorite roads. I like to fly on that highway.
Yeah.
Nice and wide open.
I'm telling you, I go 48, 50 miles. I never go more than that because I just know they're going to be there.
As long as weather's permitting, you know.
Boy, Elaine just came in with her new nose. Look at that. Boy.
Neil, you know, I was reading the paper the other day and I missed something about the names of the potential baseball team.
Yeah, we don't discuss that anymore.
Well, I had one. I had
no,
on
don't
the air.
do it.
Don't
do it. Don't do it.
Please.
Please, I beg you, don't do it.
Oh, Neil, I've told
it
him for 15 minutes.
What is it?
Name, and nobody mentioned it. And it's one of the. I think it's probably one of the best.
Butch up a little, will you, sir? Stop wimping around. What is it?
Oh, it's the Miami Magpies. You know.
11:56 at WIOD. We have 2 open lines in Dade. Why did he spoil an otherwise not too bad call? Why did he spoil it? I warned him, didn't I? I said, don't do it. You'll be sorry. We'll all be sorry, including the audience. Couldn't control himself. We have 2 open lines in Dade. 751, where's Elaine's other nose? 751, WIOD. No, I said nose, not hose. She just held up her nylons. Boy, is she looking really bizarre. Well, I mean, it's such a dramatic change. It's just so drastic. It isn't like... No, seriously, it's like a different person. You could get used to it if there was just, you know, just a little subtle change like most nose jobs. But this is like somebody took a nose off some entirely different person and slapped it on her puss. It's incredible. But you'll get used to it because she's going to sound real good doing the news at noon. It just kind of... Wouldn't that be something if they gave her a new nose and she had like this real nasal... If she sounded like Rick Riley with that real nasal sound. Anyway, speaking of Rick Riley, the very own Rick and Spuds will be along. Dick and Tater from 2 to 6 this afternoon. You can all be children again. Buffalo Bob Smith. Howdy, Doody. Is he going to say plunk your magic thing? Well, we'll find out. That's from 2 to 6. Joe Zagacki on Sports Talk at 6:05. And the Rotisserie Show with Hank, 8 to 11 tonight. Okay, and already we've had all kinds of predictions in the building that Rick teamed up with Sally now is going to be a gigantic hit. Anyway, it's 12:06 at WIOD. Here's a lady in Davie.
Hello, Neil.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, boy. I'm going to be moving to Orlando. I'm going to miss your show.
You're moving to Orlando?
Yeah.
With all those crackers up there? Oh, man.
I got to get away from the old farts on the road.
Nothing but a bunch of old spit kickers up there.
Well, not around Universal. Probably work at Universal.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Where there's some living and breathing people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, really something new.
Well, if you're going to be that far south, you can pick us up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because I was up there and it would fuzzed out. I went up about 2
Well, it
weeks
gets a little
ago.
scratchy, but it all depends on where you are. You can hear it.
Oh, good. I was getting worried there for a moment.
You can hear us all the way over to Naples.
Oh, okay. I'm a long-time listener, but I haven't ever called. I don't know why, but...
Well, that's great. See, if you would have waited, you'd have gone up to Orlando. We'd never heard from you.
Oh, really?
Wouldn't that have been great?
Oh, well, I want to call Stacy a douchebag.
Okay.
And love your show, and I'll miss you.
Well, good luck.
All right, thank
Call
you.
us collect when you get bored, like the second day.
All right.
See ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Market's up 11.5 points. The Dow Jones Infernal Average. We have an open line in the center square. It's star IOD. George is foaming at the mouth because it seems dark in there. It does seem dark in there. It's just that we're getting a lot older, okay? And things are starting to, like, get real dim. There's kind of, well, maybe it's the haze in this place today. This is a real hazy day. Things are just, you can always get that feeling when you walk in the back door. In fact, SOPR ought to start giving the climactic conditions inside instead of outside. Do you think we're going to get all the business in this hour, George? Can we squeeze it all in? Miami Beach, hello.
Hey, Neil.
You okay?
Listen, I got a little pig report. All of our tax dollars are going to Bell Harbor Police.
Mm-hmm.
I go through the toll booth. I just bought a scooter. A little bitty scooter, right?
You bought a little bitty one, yeah?
Yeah, a little small one. So I pay my money every time I go through there.
Uh-huh.
And so the girl, she looks at me, she says, hey, listen, it's so small, go on the grass, go on the side.
Yeah.
So I do that for a few days. Yeah, I do that for a few days, and I guess I got a new toll booth. I guess he called the police, right?
Yeah.
So about 2 days later,
It's so small, just go on the side.
Yeah, well, okay. So a few days later, I'm coming back towards, and I see from Biscayne Boulevard, they're checking me out. All the way there.
They're checking you out from Biscayne Boulevard?
Yeah, the police.
Well, all
The
these
police are following me, in
components
front
are
of me,
starting to fit
behind me.
together into a very tawdry story, sir.
Yeah, they're in front of me, behind me, everywhere. You know, it's just... So when I get to the toll booth, I go on the grass, and the next thing I know, I see a motorcycle cop. Pulls me over, right?
It's against the law to go on the grass, sir.
Hey, I just doing what they told me.
Just doing what comes naturally.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
So at any rate, so I told him the story. So he goes back to the toll booth, and he checks it out 20 minutes later, and he says, no, don't go on the grass. You're right, I shouldn't be going on the grass.
Okay, 10 afternoon, that's all I could stand. I don't know about you, but I couldn't take another second. We have an open line in Dade County. I mean, if you're going to go on the grass, you're going to get busted for it, okay, pal? Quit going on the grass. 751 WIOD in Dade, Fort Lauderdale.
Neil, I just want to listen.
Yeah?
Because I've already called once. I can't make any more calls.
Okay.
Open line in Palm Beach at 655. And that was on the Palm Beach line. Does that give you an idea of how worthwhile that line is? That's what we get on there. We get, like, swill. We get the sludge of the universe on that line. 655-9463. And somebody just expired in Broward, 524, North Lauderdale.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Okay.
Guess what I'm watching on TV?
I can't imagine. What the hell you watching on TV?
The new match game.
Oh, yeah? Who's on that?
Well, the old Marshall Wallace. Remember that redhead bimbo?
Yeah. That awful face.
Yeah, and guess who's up in that top right seat?
Charles Nelson Riley.
Of course.
Is he?
Yeah.
Huh.
He looks like he's about 140 years old now.
Yeah, he's a bad-looking old queen.
And then they have Sally Struthers. I guess she's hard up for work instead of asking for money for the horses.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And Fred Travalena. He's
another chronic game show type person because he can't get any other work.
You ever watch that Head of the Class or whatever?
Nope.
There's a girl on there. I guess she's trying to break into the old game show business. She's in the old Fannie Flagg seat.
Mm-hmm.
But
what is it called? Head for the Class?
Head of the Class.
Oh, Head of the Class.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was driving down Hallandale Beach Boulevard between US 1 and A1A.
Yeah, your music way.
These old ladies, they don't even look when they cross the street. Almost ran into two of them.
Boy,
And then they
could have
have
gotten a
the-
lot of points, don't you understand?
Then they have the nerve to sit there and, start screaming at me when my life.
I just came up with a great way to lower the median age in South Florida.
Yeah.
And that is, we're going to have, you know how they have these different checkpoints where the pigs pull you over? We're going to have a checkpoint we're going to set up at WIOD as a public service, and we're going to hand out those masks, those black masks. And when you're turning east off of I-95 on the Hallandale Beach Boulevard, we stop you, we give you a mask, and it's required that you wear it over your eyes until you get to your destination.
Yeah, I mean...
Can you imagine about 2 days we can wipe out all those old farts, sir?
Yeah,
we
they
can
just
lower
hang
the
out in
median
the
age
streets.
to life.
I think they're out in the streets looking for pennies or something like that.
Pathetic.
But, they were screaming at me, and my light was green, and their, no, don't walk sign was...
I got off the turnpike yesterday, and I just paid my 50 cents, and of course there's about 4 lanes that merge into 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And some old geeky woman she was ahead of me, and there are 3 lanes there. And she's in the right-hand lane, and I'm behind her, but I'm in my vet, obviously, and she's going about 10 miles an hour, going nowhere. And so now, for no reason at all, she pulls over into the middle, and there's traffic coming from her left, and all she is creating chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I whip around her on the right, because I'm not going to go 10 miles an hour. I mean, she's just and she gives me a look, and, with that wave of the hand, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, really.
I'd just like
they
to
did to
bust her in the goddamn mouth, I mean, what kind of crap is that? Every time somebody else down here does something wrong, especially the older they are, and you try to get around them or survive, they look at you and they give you the finger and a look and all this other... Unbelievable.
Well, they have the right of way.
Yeah, right, exactly. If you're over the age of death, you have the right of way.
Yeah, I was driving up Federal Highway near Oakland Park, and this old man and his wife, it's 3 lanes, and they stop in the left lane near the median, holding up traffic, and the old lady gets out of the car and walks across the street.
What's for dinner, honey?
Something new. Must-burger helper.
Must-burger helper?
Yeah, it's a little turkey, a spoiled little ham, and a whole lot of bologna. Must-burger helper. Here, taste.
It's so bland. Didn't this used to be in the box?
Not anymore. It's been canned.
Really?
And it's so easy to prepare, it's practically self-serving. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
It certainly is, Mom. Dad's at the plate. He digs in. It's so good.
Must-burger helper.
And try new fruit-flavored Must-burger helper with a taste of sour grapes.
Those are great meals.
20 afternoon at WIOD, the Red Dragon, Curse of Hannibal Lecter, this Friday. Is it Friday? May 3rd. Let's see, 1. Yeah, Friday. I think it's 8 o'clock. I'm not sure, 8 or 9 o'clock. 1968's Manhunter, retitled A Cash-In on the Silence of the Lambs. Red Dragon, The Curse of Hannibal Lecter on NBC Friday night. How the hell are they going to show that? It's such a bizarre and tasteless and crappy and interesting and erotic and weird. Don't miss it. 20 afternoon at WIOD. Boca.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Larry King was on David Letterman on Friday night.
I didn't see it, but Roger was telling me this morning that David ripped him an ass, and I wish I would have seen it.
It was, Larry came on, did the same spiel, same crap.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the radio show that night, people were calling up, kissing his butt. Letterman. Anyway, this one schmuck calls, and he says, yeah, Larry, I met you about 15, 16 years ago when you were on the air in Miami at IOD. And I came. There was a fan appreciation night. I don't know why IOD doesn't do that anymore. Anyway, he said I came to the studio. I met you, and Neil Rogers and Bill Calder were there. He was saying that you had just come to the market, and you and Bill Calder were there.
Yeah.
Is that a fact? Were you there on fan
And nothing to do
appreciation
with
night?
that.
No.
There's no way in hell you were with IOD when you first came.
No.
So what is this guy talking about?
Had nothing to do with that.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with that.
Anyway, this guy's watching Match Game. What was he called, from Hollywood? The guy watching Match Game.
Yeah, what about him?
I'm watching Frankie Santangeli's taking a bath.
Oh, good. Don't miss it. 22 afternoon at WIOD. Who wants to see some old hairy guy take a bath anyway? We have an open line at Broward, 524-WIOD. Not me. Not even Ron Jeremy. Especially not Ron Jeremy. Ooh, God. I get goosebumps thinking about that. Jimmy, music.
Neil Rogers.
Chronic.
How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I was listening to an interview on a radio station from Pompano Beach, doing an interview with Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
He reflected on his recent interview on the Larry King show. And the guy said, what kind of an interviewer is Larry King? Mickey Mantle said, the worst.
Had nothing to do with that.
He said, absolutely the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're a little slack on advertising today, did you hear about the people at Energizer getting all upset because Coors is going to do a takeoff on their bunny rabbit thing?
Really?
That's right. Very upset about
Well,
it.
what does that have to do with anything?
I just thought I'd throw it in since you're short on advertising. That's
Well,
fine.
hey, I want to make you understand something. When it gets to be the 29th and 30th at the end of a quarter or at the end of a month, it's like these days are written off. And, you know, in the sales department, they only sell like starting the first of the month. You know what I'm saying?
That's not right.
So today and tomorrow, or maybe only today, there'll be like no business all day long. And then all of a sudden it'll be like we'll be doing 18-minute breaks.
Uh-huh. Well, see, so now you can talk a little advertising since you don't have to listen to it.
No.
But I thought that was terrible because the Energizer ads are based on making fun of other people's ads. And now Coors wants to do a little fun
Well,
with
screw
the
them is what I say, sir. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, right?
I agree with you. And I just drove into Homestead, so I've got to go. Nice talking with you.
Okay, see you, Jimmy. Don't call us again too soon. No, I mean, really, you know, it's one thing to make fun of other people, just like I do. And then if people rip me and I'd be thin-skinned about it, it would be wrong.
You can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Exactly. We have an open line in Dade County, 7-5. And that's what I would say to Hank, too, the same thing. Okay, if you can't stand the heat, then cut the crap. Hank just, I don't know. I like Hank. He's a great guy sometimes. But he wants you, these sports people, if you look at him cross-eyed, right away they start getting emotional and hostile and hysterical and all this other crap. Nobody promotes that show on this station more than I do. Nobody. Now, because I may rip it occasionally, like tonight he's doing this rotisserie and fantasy league baseball crap, that's his business. It's his show. But at least I'm talking about it, okay? But he gets so damn emotional. It's like, God. Like certain people in the building that you always have to kind of like do a little dance for to make sure that you're not upset or to keep them happy. I don't want to mention Cheryl's name. You know what I'm saying? Like always like that tentative look like, hey, you know, are you going to smile at me? Come on, give it a rest already. After the first 10 years it gets old, yeah. Bring in my little suit. My straitjacket. I don't wear a straitjacket. Okay, here's Mr. High Colonic himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Pressing the plastic tip in too far could result in irritation to the bowel wall.
Oh! Speaking of Flushing, New York, here's Mr. Gallstone.
So when you're done with that reading, I've got a real good book for you. It's called Tissue Cleansing Through Bowel Management.
I still think my favorite line in this whole, my favorite line, following the treatment, clean the excrement from your stones. Now, this isn't about Mick Jagger, is it?
No, I don't think so.
As later described, and freeze
them. Stick them in a jar.
Show them to your friends and the family. It'll make for lots of fun. Now, show them to your doctor so he'll be able to agree with you to cancel the operation.
You want to hear something sick?
Yeah, not too sick.
I did that. I froze them. You put the little screen on the pot, collect them.
Yeah.
Trade them with your friends. They're kind of like baseball cards.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went out and rented Wild Orchid.
I understand that after you freeze them for about a week, they start glowing.
Well, they could.
And they do this radiating thing in the freezer.
You can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Right.
In Rich's case, I don't know if he could fit him in the freezer.
Are you going to start picking on Fat Rich again?
No. How's he feeling?
I don't know. He's just full of crap, you know. He talks a good game for a couple of days, and then he makes excuses to go start eating again. But I shouldn't talk. I ate like a pig yesterday.
You know, you talk about me being pasty. He looks pasty.
No, he doesn't look pasty. He just looks fat. He looks like he's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And lately, he looks like he's got 1.5 foot, and it's not a joking matter. He better cut the crap.
He better. Speaking of pasty, I rented Wild Orchid the other night. Have you seen that?
I wouldn't watch. Is that Mickey Rourke?
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch a Mickey Rourke movie if it paid me $50 a minute.
Oh, my God. Well, I'll tell you what. He's fighting at the War Memorial on the 23rd of May. He's getting back into boxing, and I'm going down there to hope to see him get his ass kicked.
Oh, God. You must be desperate.
He and Leon Spinks.
He is so ugly. I mean, who cares? You know, people are just so desperate. I don't want to see ugly people rolling around on each other.
And you know, just before he filmed Wild Orchid, he had a facelift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's all you get all puffy. You know how Elaine's nose is?
Yeah.
Well, his cheeks are like
her cheeks are like that too, but not the ones on her face necessarily. They're all puffed up.
Well, where did they put the nose?
Same place.
Anyway.
Right smack in between the cheeks.
I couldn't believe you had somebody from. You had a call earlier, the Magpies. I know a bunch of douchebags.
Why do you have to dignify that?
Well, that's their name. That's their team. Their cycling group. Team name. I know them all.
I don't care. Market's up 15.5. I don't care about that.
I didn't hear the call. I just heard part of it. I don't know what they said or what they did.
Didn't say anything. It was an okay call until he started with his crap about he's got a name for the team. Then yesterday I'm in the car and I'm listening to Joe, which is, I was going very slow, of course. And some guy, Crank, calls in. He says, I got a name for the team. Yeah. And it was, which we've heard a million times before, because it's a blockbuster and Hazanga. How about the, I can't even think of what the hell it is. The Ball Busters. You know, we've had that how many times? A million times. And Joe, being Mr. Sense of Humor, no, seriously, I mean, these people on Sports Talk have no sense of humor at all, okay? Yeah. And he not only does he hang up and says, oh, what a waste of time, you know, I mean, he says, and he says, to think that anybody would take that under consideration. I mean, the guy's a crank, okay, and he's like taking it real surly. I mean, it's just so far out. Who would even take that into consideration? So, in other words, as if to say it would have been something that would have been taken into consideration.
Yeah, would have been on the list.
That would have been a great call. I mean, these sports jock sniffers, man, they have got no sense of humor at all.
Well, maybe you ought to make a copy of that and give it to...
Take themselves so seriously. Just like... They think that everything else that's going on in the world is secondary compared to the WLAF scores. You know, I mean, give me a break.
I think maybe we should buy Joe's Uncalemia board. What do you think?
Oh, God. I think he's frozen his somewhere for posterity.
All right. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the reading, and let me know if you're going to do it. I'm sure
Well, at least now you got some good reading to do while you're getting rid of the stones.
Oh, let me tell you, this book I've got in my hand now, you would love. There's more material in this.
Okay. Even Richard Nixon never saw a plumber like this guy. Good day.
Good day.
29 past noon at WIOD here on a frantic Monday. Boy, my head is just swimming from the idea of freezing your gallstones and putting them in a freezer. I hope you don't have anything like wrapped up in there, like old hamburger meat, stuff like that. Well, you know, in the refrigerator, I don't know about in the freezer, but in the refrigerator, tastes have a tendency to mingle. You know what I'm saying? Aromas and taste, they start intermingling unless they're wrapped real tight. So I don't know what the taste would be of the gallstones, but I don't think I want to find out. Here's a mobile in Hialeah.
Hialeah.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Dale, it's a pleasure talking to you, finally.
Yeah.
Are you a Chicagoan or an ex-Chicagoan?
No, sir.
You're not?
No.
Okay, I don't know why. I just thought that you kept on talking favorable about Chicago, which most people don't, but...
Why not?
I don't know. You hear the negatives about New York, so I thought you were...
No, Chicago is... I mean, you can't even compare the two. Chicago is a great...
should not be in the same
Chicago
category.
is a 500 on a scale of 1 if New York is a -8.
In all essence, is this a sister station to WIND?
Cubs win! No.
No? Okay, because you keep on coming across with the same type of format with the WIND, WIOD. No, huh?
No.
No way.
Probably the same crappy jingle company before the jingles, but we have nothing to do with them.
Pretty sharp people.
We do have an FM station up there. I don't know what the call letters are. We have some FM classic rock music station up there in Chicago.
Years and years ago, they had a format pretty much like yours. There was Larry the Legend. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Larry the Legend?
No, it's Larry Ledge, they used to call him, and
Larry Lujak?
Larry Lujak, yes, that goes without saying, but Larry the Ledge, they called him.
Who the hell is that?
Some kind of a southern type person that was on IND, and...
Never heard of him.
No, tore up the airways pretty good.
Yeah.
But you're doing all right.
Probably Dick Biondi's illegitimate son.
As far as the blindfold gig for Sunrise,
yeah,
I live in Sunrise. I'm wearing the blindfolds right now.
Okay, floor it.
I'll keep track. How many points do you get for a pregnant nun?
50,000.
Oh, my God.
Good luck to you, pal.
That's a good one.
See you. Boy. Why is it they do okay right up till the end? They start pressing, you know? Start pressing. 1231 at WIOD. We have an open line on the Star line at Star IOD. Yeah, hold your breath. Oh, I just can't handle it. I'm just... I mean, last year was one thing, but this year it's just the big letdown, as usual. The big build-up, and then the gigantic awful. Here's a mobile in Miami on their dime.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
This is Ted Summers. I'm Evan's father.
You're who?
Evan, the guy that brings you the Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
he doesn't bring us the Chinese food.
Well,
we bought the Chinese. I bought the Chinese.
I know you bought it. I know, but
he was nice enough to pick it up and bring it to us.
Delivery boy, right? All right. Listen, I tried to get through you last week when you were talking about Fat Rich with his gallbladder problem.
Yeah.
I had a very serious attack about a year and a half ago. Okay, which developed into a case of acute pancreatitis because one of the stones passed through the pancreatic duct.
Ooh.
Yeah, needless to say, I was in a lot of pain. I was in the hospital for about 10 days. I have a doctor that's really very innovative, and he's very sharp. He put me on a new medication called Actigol.
Fat Rich has been taking that.
Okay, my stone, I had 3 monstrous stones. Mm-hmm. They have dissolved completely.
Wow. How long did you take it?
I've taken it now probably about 15 months, and normally it takes about 2 years to work.
Yeah, but don't you have a problem as they shrink and start getting into the bile duct? Don't you have a lot of attacks?
They absolutely dissolve. The last sonogram only
but they don't dissolve overnight. I mean, they keep getting smaller.
No. Well, actually, what happened? I don't know how they dissolve, but they do dissolve, and there's like granules of sand left, and the sand flushes itself out.
And then McDonald Carey comes to your house and says, like sands through the hourglass.
And we build swimming pools.
Yeah.
But they're gone. The only thing is,
there are the stones of our lives.
There are 2 types of stones. One is cholesterol-based, and one is calcium-based.
Mm-hmm.
The pill only works on cholesterol-based stones. So if you have calcium-based stones, maybe you have to use olive oil. I don't know.
How do you know which is which?
Well, if the Actigol starts dissolving the stones, they're basically cholesterol.
Yeah.
Okay, and in my case, they were, and I understand in 90% of the cases they are cholesterol-based. But the stuff is fantastic. There's no pain, there's no after effects, and the stones are gone. And these home remedies make it great, but you never know what the side effects can be.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Well, I know he's taking that, so we'll see how...
Well, it should work if he's taking 2 a day as the medication itself prescribes. If he's built like me, and I'm sure he is, he should go up to 3. I was taking 3 a day, 1 in the morning and 2 at night when I went to bed, and they really work. They work great. No side effects.
Okay.
No problem.
Well, we'll see how it all comes out.
Okay.
So to speak.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
12:34 at WIOD. The doctor's in. Hello, doctor. I got such a pain, doctor. We have an open line in Broward, 524 WIOD. 524 raspberry enema time, and we'll be right back.
This is the most disgusting program. I urge everyone to complain to this station.
On this Sunday's very special Easter episode, Jake's got the flu. And look who's replacing him. It's John Paul II.
All right, Crepe, free.
Okay, you got me. I confess.
Okay, you're forgiven. Nice work, folks. Let's blow.
You know, you wouldn't have to slouch if you'd take off that hat.
Don't miss Pope and the Fat Man this Sunday night at 10.
That's the same alleged voice. That's a takeoff on the board. The Love Boat. Another one. I was sitting out in the yard yesterday, and of course it's the time of the year we're getting close to summer, and everything that crawls and flies, including some of the neighbors, is out. Everything. Creepy, nasty, locusts, wasps. In fact, they're taking up a petition now because we got too many wasps in my neighborhood, not enough Jews and blacks. But, and so anyway, it's May is coming, and May and October are love bug month. And I started laughing out loud because I was thinking about that guy, the love bugs. The Love Boat. Oh, God. I mean, what is wrong with the world? What is the appeal of that? Can you tell me? Can you answer that question? Why would anybody like that? It's nauseating. It's like if you keep turning the public off enough, they'll start enjoying it. It's like administering pain and conditioning people to S&M. And if you flagellate them enough, they're going to start loving it. The love bug. Anyway, what do you do to those things? Boy, those are the most disgusting. Have you ever driven like up through the state in May or October when the love bugs are out? And at the end of about a half an hour, your car is just the whole grill and the windshield. You might as well just take the damn car and throw it out. Forget it. Even Spencer ain't going to help that baby. Even with that boric acid that he uses on the dash. North Miami Beach.
With what the subjects they have to do. Good afternoon. Today, men who sleep with their grandmothers. A topic interested all of us. Here's two men. Here are the grandmothers. We have a grandmother in the audience molested by her grandson. The whole thing is bizarre. And it's going to spin itself out.
Yeah. Spin this, Larry. 12:39 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 751. I guarantee if he had Geraldo as his guest on the show, he would never say any of that. It would be, oh, God, that was the best grandmother routine I ever saw in my life. Where'd you find those great grandmothers? Oh, it was great. It was great. You're a butt-sucker, Larry. You're a phony and a butt-sucking fool. We have an open line in Broward. Did I say that? At 524-9463. 524-WIOD. Miami.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
Okay.
I'm a first-time caller.
Great. Fantastic, sir. Welcome to this place.
Yeah, you sound excited. I want to ask you for a favor. I wanted to know if there's in about a half an hour.
Oh, not only do you want a favor, but it's got to be like timed out.
The thing is that the girl that I work with is out to lunch. And she doesn't know why you guys make fun of Ann Bishop so much.
Really? So you want to hear Anbo?
That's what I want to hear that part. About a half an hour.
Do you understand what you've just done?
What?
You've gone from getting everybody, including me, all enthused because your first time, you sound like you're under the age of 500, and you've just turned it around completely. You've not only made a request, but you want to hear it in a half hour.
Neil, do you work tomorrow?
Last time I checked.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I was going to see if you wanted to go to Six Flags Atlantis with me tomorrow.
Six Flags Atlantis?
All right, now.
Neil? What do you want? What do you really want?
I want to hear Ann Bishop and Neil.
After that line, you want to go down to Six Flags Atlantis and slide on my knee?
Neil, you're a colostomy bag.
Okay.
Goodbye.
See ya. 1240 at WIOD. He's not a first-time caller. You're not fooling us, sir. We have an open line in Dade. He's calling from the Channel 10 newsroom. 751-9463. That was Dwight, you notice? That was Dwight on the phone. He left some of his mustache hair right on the thing. And one open line in Broward, 524. Here's a call in Kissimmee.
Hi, Neil.
Yep.
This is another first-time caller.
He was no first-time caller. He was a slime ball. He was a gigantic chocolate raspberry enema waiting to happen, waiting to explode.
Well, Neil, I got the ultimate spy report.
Yep.
Listening to the great...
You know why a lot of people don't call this show, sir?
Why?
Because they're intimidated, because they have no balls. Do you have any idea how many people listen to the show, but how many of them, like that last caller, are just cowardly little wimps?
Well, I'm a long-time listener here from Kissimmee, from all places.
Yeah, well, we don't care.
Okay. Well, I was listening to the great FM radio that's here in Central Florida a couple of Sundays ago.
Yeah, it sure wasn't from down here.
Yeah, I know. Listening to 94.1 WEZY, I heard the dulcet tones of Mr. Glenn, Don't Call Me the Bird, Hill.
On what station?
EZY, Easy Listening, 94.1 in Lakeland.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Incredible.
And he didn't cackle. He didn't talk about Phoebe Cates. He didn't talk about tennis. He just... He spun the hits. It was shocking.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It was shocking.
Well, Neil, let me tell you one other thing.
Yeah.
This coming up weekend, the awesome Braves are going to sweep the Cubs right out of Fulton County Stadium.
Could be.
Those Braves are awesome.
You're not going to get me excited about it one way or the other.
I mean, the Braves, I'm a long-time Braves fan, and this is shocking. 8-8.
You guys suck, let's face it.
But Dave Justice looks good, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
Thank you.
1242 at WIOD. We have an open line on the Star Line, 524-9463. The Palm Beach line is there. You know the number, and if you want to use it, fine. If not, we're used to it. Davey.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
We're okay.
Hey, listen, I just heard you talking about the Braves. I'm a big Braves fan.
Yeah.
And I'm just incredibly shocked about how they've been playing lately.
Well, hey, listen, every dog has his day.
But there's one thing that I have a problem with.
Yeah.
And that's Tom Glavine. and I want to know if you want to make a trade with Bosky. Okay, I heard he just hit a home run a few days ago.
No chance.
What? No, come on.
Harry likes Slavin.
He's a very handsome young man.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, come on.
We'll
okay.
keep Sean Bosky. Sean Bosky is God, sir.
No way. Come
He's
on.
the only guy we got who can
Glavine
pitch.
is the youngest, best-looking prospect in the Major League.
We
right
already got good-looking guys. They just can't play. We don't need any more good-looking guys who can't play, okay?
Okay, well, let me have a request then.
Yes, sir. What do you mean let you have a request? You're like the other guy with the colostomy bag.
Come on, I'm a second-time caller. Give me a break.
Oh, man, what do you want?
Okay, how about the asshole song?
No chance.
Come on.
No way.
Come on, that's my favorite.
God almighty. Don't you know the audience is grossed out by hearing that 50 billion times? Hold on a second, okay? Don't go away. Don't go away.
Okay.
Now, what do you think? Should we play it? Come on. Ah, jeez, it's on a stupid jackass on it with a pig report. Hello?
I wanted to mention to everybody that for my birthday tonight, I'm inviting the entire city.
Okay. Hello? Look at that. I'm trying to take a little poll on the phone. We got everybody playing bits on the phone. There's nobody who'll speak. Hello?
No.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
You want to hear it? You want to hear it?
No asshole song. It sucks.
You want to hear it?
Where's the lightning round?
Well, you heard that, sir. I think you're in deep spit.
Oh.
What do you sound so depressed about? You must be calling from Lightbulb Radio. That's nobody who likes this show calls to request that song.
Listen, I've
It's
had
like
a rough day.
It's an act of sabotage.
You know how you wake up in the morning and the alarm's going off, and your arms are both asleep and you can't turn it off?
Well, it depends on where they are.
He tried to blame it on me.
How about a little bit at a time? How's that?
Okay. Thanks a lot, Neil.
See ya.
Bye.
You deserve all the credit. You're an asshole tonight.
Okay. A little bit at a time. That's all we can take. 12:45 at WIOD. Let's do our last break of the hour. Make sure we get all this business in on a heavy, heavy Monday. We'll be right back.
This is WIOD.
Oh, the white folks hate the black folks, and the black folks hate the white folks. To hate all but the right folks is an old established rule. But during National Brotherhood Week, National Brotherhood Week, Lena Horne and Sheriff Clark are dancing cheek to cheek. It's fun to eulogize the people you despise, as long as you don't let them in your school. Oh, the poor folks hate the rich folks, and the rich folks hate the poor folks. All of my folks hate all of your folks. It's American as apple pie. But during National Brotherhood Week, National Brotherhood Week, New Yorkers love the Puerto Ricans 'cause it's very chic. Step up and shake the hand of someone you can't stand. You can tolerate him if you try. Oh, the Protestants hate the Catholics, and the Catholics hate the Protestants, and the Hindus hate the Muslims, and everybody hates the Jews. But during National Brotherhood Week, National Brotherhood Week, it's national everyone smile at one another hood week. Be nice to people who are inferior to you. It's only for a week, so have no fear. Be grateful that it doesn't last all year.
Okay, that's for all the kids at Coconut Creek High. It's 12:49 at WIOD. The center square is open in Broward, 524 WIOD. Another pig report.
Hi, Noel.
What?
Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
Okay, about that pig report.
Yeah.
You said if the people stay home, they'd be staying out of trouble. Well, my neighbor has a travel trailer next door to me on his private property.
On his private parts, yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't use it every year, so he just left it there and he didn't renew this sticker because he's not going to be taking it. Last year he went up to Yellowstone Park and he says, well, I'm going to retire in a couple of years. I'll just let it sit there. Don't you know they came in on his property and put a citation on it for not having an up-to-date tag on his own property?
Incredible.
Huh? Believe it,
Unbelievable.
on your own property. You told him to stay home.
Yeah.
He stayed home and he got it anyway.
Unreal.
Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot, Neil.
Good luck to him. Maybe just get out of town. That might do it. Okay, we have an open line in Dade, 751, 1 on that center square, 524 WIOD. Speak now, forever hold it. You notice when I was going through taking that little poll on that phone, and I went to 4 lines, and 3 of them had stuff that they were going to play. So I got all their tapes unqueued. Good. That'll teach you. Boy, I'm so tired of that. These people that have their little recorders going and playing them on the phone, and the recorder is up their butt, and the phone is in the living room, and just incredible. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello? There's somebody on there, you notice? Up yours, pal. 1 in Broward, 524, 1 on the Star Line, Star IOD. Let's go to Coral Springs. Hello?
Mr. Rogers.
Yes, sir.
You should have had Zimmer come down here and stand in for Rick and Suds when they go on vacation.
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing up
Might
there.
as well get out of our hair anyway. I don't even want to say it.
I sent you a fact Friday about the colon rectal disorders program. Actual ad in the paper, Sun Sentinel.
I saw it.
Did you see it?
It worked real good, too, by the way.
From the Pittsburgh fans?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought that was funny. They do that like every week, put an ad in there.
Well, that's where Zimmer's got his finger these days.
All right, hey, Neil.
Checking it twice to see who's been naughty and nice.
Are you gonna cancel your remote in Chicago?
What do you mean by that?
Don't you have a planned remote from Chicago?
Listen, we have done that each year for the last 2 years, and the plan is to do it every summer. But the problem is I can't get anybody over here to get involved enough. It's already almost the 1st of May, and we go like in July, early August. And I don't know what the hell they're doing. I think they got, with Zimmer, they all got their finger in the same place.
Well, get Chuck to move it to Pittsburgh.
No, we're not moving it to anywhere, sir. We're going to Chicago.
All right, man.
I mean, at least Chicago, you can have a good... who the hell wants to go to Pittsburgh with or without baseball? Forget it.
Wait till the Cubs play Pittsburgh.
Forget it. No way, Jose.
They play them well.
We're going for the Houston series. We want to have a chance to win at least one anyway.
One out of many.
One out of several. You're right.
Right.
Good luck to you, sir.
All right.
See what I mean about those Pirates fans? Rubbing it in. I hope you get an infection in there. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 524 WIOD. See Marvin wandering around the hallway. What's he doing here so early, huh? Playing Mr. Hot Shot? Mr. Big Shot out there in the street corner with his jello jumping and his hot pants. Slime ball. Miami. See what I mean? Now let me ask you a question. Do you have any idea what that is? No. Neither do I. Neither does anybody else in the audience. That's the second time because I cut him off the first time on my poll. Why waste the time? I mean, talk about having no life. Talk about a gigantic void in your life. There's a classic example. We have an open line in Dade. I've been saying this all. I'm not going to say it anymore. I can't do it. I mean, just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Monday. I'm staying home Mondays. Next Monday's my birthday. Let's just put another big blank up there on the board like they have for Rick and Suds next Monday and Tuesday. I'm celebrating somebody's birthday next Monday and Tuesday. I'm taking a few days off for it. West Palm Beach.
Check your list of serial numbers with the...
See what I mean? Miami.
Neil.
Yeah.
This is Gary Jones. I'm calling from Miami. I just wanted to let you know, I went to the swap shop over the weekend, and I saw Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
That movie really sucked.
I know.
It was really slow.
So what difference did it make where you went to see it?
Well, fortunately, since I thank God I went to see that, and I got to leave and go to another screen and see another movie.
Oh, now you're talking.
I mean,
why would you go and see a stupid movie like that?
I don't know. I mean, I was listening.
You want to
all
see a
through
bunch
the
of Indians go to the Seminole Bingo? At least you might make a few bucks.
I'm telling you. Thank God I got to see a couple other movies out of it for free because that was a waste of money.
Good thinking.
Hey, before I go, I just went to call Paul Gerton a major league douchebag.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
See ya. Best call of the day. 1254 at WIOD, 1 in Dade, 1 in Palm Beach. You know the numbers, and that's, I'm not going to exert all that effort. We got an open line. I'm sick of it. 15 years plus. 15 years plus. And like I said, this station would never have an open line, especially on this show, if most of the people listening weren't such a bunch of cowards. Slimy cowards. Boy. Just can't take a chance. So what if you are humiliated and debased and degraded in front of thousands of people? That's what makes it exciting. That's what it's all about. And who knows, you might get lucky and actually be articulate and have something to say and have a good call. It's unlikely, but you never know. Miami.
Yeah, I got a good question for you.
Yes, sir.
How do you compare Tim Abbott to Captain Hook?
Okay, let's go to a mobile in West Palm Beach. Hello.
How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Don't lose faith in the Cubs, man. They ain't been playing that.
They stink. Get out of here. They're pathetic.
They're playing the Reds. The Reds are hot in this
They played. Oh, come on. What did they? The Cardinals, the crappy Cardinals who can't even hit the ball on the infield. They took 2 out of 3 in Chicago and 2 out of 3 up there. They're pathetic.
Well,
let's not be a bunch of crybabies and start making excuses. Let's just admit that we stink. That's all.
A week ago Sunday when they played the Pirates, they had the game run by 7. Then they turn around.
How about Friday night? I don't want to rehash it. We blew. Dave Smith blew 3 games for us in 4 days.
The Cubs suck.
See, even Harry admits it.
Have your mobile up there and don't lose faith in them.
We are going to have... Look, I'm not a front runner, okay?
Right.
We went last year, and the time we went there were so many games out. They were already like almost mathematically... And we don't go for that. We go to have a good time.
That's like the people up here in Palm Beach. Don't lose your faith in us either. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Amen.
Boy, you got a different story on that one, pal. You can't lose something you never had. 12:56 at WIOD. I'm really disappointed that guy didn't get his request.
You were an asshole yesterday.
Okay, just little bits and pieces. Open line on the Palm Beach line. Hillsborough Beach.
Neil.
Yeah.
Throw that cart in the basket. The asshole cart. Throw it in the basket.
You're an asshole tonight.
Yeah.
That's killing your show. It's killing it.
Well, we're
Throw
playing
it
at
away.
3 seconds at a time, sir. I think we can handle that.
That's even worse, Neil. Please.
Yeah. No chance. Open line at Broward, 524-WIOD. That's a guy from Magic calling, the Ron St. John Sr. You're not fooling us. You're just jealous you can't play it on the air. Right, Ron? Isn't that your problem? You're not fooling anybody, pal. Go back to the press box at JRS. Here's a lady in Miami.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I hear you don't get much women's calling.
Well, we had a flurry of them for a while there. When I cuss them out, then all of a sudden we get a whole bunch, and then they go back to laundry or whatever they're doing.
Will we become intimidated by you? I don't know why.
I have no idea because I treat the lady callers with velvet gloves.
Oh, well, good. Because I have some news for you.
Mm-hmm.
You probably already know it, and because I missed the show this morning, so don't yell at me if you already know.
What is it?
Carmine Coppola?
Dead.
Oh, pooh, you know.
Yeah. So what about it?
Well, I know you like him.
No, I don't like him at all. What do I like about Carmine Coppola? He wrote the music. I don't like him.
Oh, okay, I rephrase.
Do you ever invite me to his house for a cup of coffee? No way.
Only if he played music for you.
I like his music. I don't like his nepotism, and I don't like his granddaughter's gigantic schnoz.
She's incredibly ugly.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, well, it just made a little tiny blurb in the Herald, so I know you love the Herald and don't miss anything in there. So.
I saw it.
Okay. Well.
I always check the obituaries to see if any of my listeners are named there, especially ones who are going to call that day. No, because in this town it doesn't make any difference. They call anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alive or dead. And by the way, I love Dances with Wolves.
You love Dances with Wolves?
Yeah.
What'd you like about it?
Kevin Costner.
Oh, God. Oh, please. Go get a lobotomy. Please. Go to the optometrist. He is so boring. He is so bland. He's got a personality like skim milk. Terminal.
He's better than Johnny Depp.
12:58. I can handle a lot, okay? That's the end of that call. If that bitch ever calls this show again, we have it. Do you hear what she said? He's better than Johnny Depp. You need a gigantic chocolate cream whipped high colonic is what you need. I want to make sure I got all the right ingredients in there. Kevin Costner. Terminal. Boring. We have an open line in Dade and one in Palm Beach. You know the numbers. I will never give those numbers again, at least not till after the news. Elaine Etor is standing by now with a nose for the news. She is really, I'm telling you, it's just, have you gotten used to looking at her again now? I never got used to looking at her before. Anyway, she's got the news, and then we'll come back for our big 1 to 2 hour. Buffalo Bob Smith with Rick and Suds today. Perfect for Suds. Boy, he must be in his glory today because that's right up his alley. He likes all those, like, silly people. And probably he'll have his little Clarabelle noisemaker on there, making little sounds. In fact, I bet you at the end of the show, when you go home, there's going to be a whole 400 packages from the Hop at Home channel. Because they're going to think you're doing Tootie every time they have another one. What the hell is Tootie? Can somebody tell me what that is? If you ever watched that, they say, use Tootie. Well, what the hell is that? There was one guy who used to work on the production here, had his finger over his nose every time they said that. Anyway, Joe with Sports Talk, Hank at 8 to 11 tonight.
Talk Radio 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To get in touch and talk with Neil, dial 751 WIOD from Dave. In Broward, it's 524 WIOD. Palm Beach, 655 WIOD. And Bell South Mobility customers, make it a free call by dialing star IOD. The opinions expressed by the guests, hosts, or callers are not necessarily those of this station. Now here's Neil Rogers on News Talk Radio.